Hey guys! Jacket's always getting in the way. So I'll just wait a couple seconds here. I'm in my office number 2. 2 is in peace. So we're gonna try it. I got a clip thing here. We're gonna see how well that works for you guys. Okay, so today's topic is going to be, first of all, day 18 already. Crazy. Aaron, sup? Just cleaning and packing. Awesome, brother. Pack away. You're going to have an awesome winter this year. So, Crystal, my beautiful wife. I'm sideways. I am. I'm trying the clip. But I guess I will not. I'll go back if it's easier for everybody to see. So today is all about the holidays. They are one of my most favorite times of the year. I remember growing up, we didn't have much money, but we always tried to do the simple things, like my mom would have her orange juice and wine for samosas, I think, or whatever they're called. And we as kids would have our little our champagne glass of orange juice. And when we got old enough to actually legally drink, we would drink with her, but not just to get smashed, just to enjoy the Christmas morning together. I remember waking up every morning and running down the stairs as fast as I could to see what Santa brought me. And like I said, we didn't have much money, but it didn't matter to me what was under the tree. It was all about what was there. And what was, just to see a single present was even great for me. So we got a radio station here in Calgary, 95.9. They always play Christmas music. And whenever I take my daughter back to school, I get to listen to some Christmas music on the way back. That's what prompted my topic for today, the holidays. So in this time, I know that everybody seems to get time off at this time of year. Whether you do or don't, always take the time to enjoy the special moments with your family. I know that some of us don't get a lot of those special moments, but when you do get those special moments, actually breathe it in. I seen a post this morning that I posted on my page if you guys want to check it out. And there's a guy, he wakes up in his bed and he's all wrapped from head to toe in wrapping paper, and he rips it off and he looks over beside him and there's his wife laying in bed and she's all wrapped in Christmas paper. He's like, "Oh, you're here." And he's like, "I love you." And then his kids walk into the room and they're all wrapped in Christmas paper. And then he goes out of the room and the light switch has wrapping paper around it and he flips the light on and off. And he's like, "Oh, look, babe, we got power. It works. It flips on and off every time." And then it gets to the table, and he's got a box at the table, and it's full of breakfast, and kids pull out the stocking, and there's a pair of car keys in it, and he goes outside, and there's a car all wrapped in Christmas paper. And I think that sometimes, even if you don't get any gifts whatsoever, we all seem to forget what really, really is precious. Waking up every morning is just the gift of life itself, gift of being here to do another day, to have another opportunity to spend with your family. Like, some of us take for granted the shoes we wear, the jackets we wear, the hats we wear, every last little thing, like the simple things in life that we all take for granted. And in this time of the year, if we can take not so much for granted and actually take in and breathe in all of what we have, will really make the difference this year. 2016 is done, almost, and 2017 is coming up. I know that all of us have a lot of goals that we want to reach, and we got those New Year's resolutions that we want to achieve, and sometimes we kind of get lost and we forget about those New Year's resolutions, and we forget about those times to actually take two steps back and think about all of the precious things you have in your life, the family that you have. Zephyr, hey brother, say hi down below for all my buddies or everybody to see. Zephyr is one of my best friends. He might not know that. I don't get enough time with the guy because he lives out in BC, but I worked with him up in Fort McMurray. He's a pretty influential person in my life. he came up with the saying. To me, I don't know if he came up with it or not, but the first time I ever heard it was, you can't make chicken soup with chicken shit. And you can't. You can try to make chicken soup with chicken shit, but you just can't. It's not going to taste the same, and it might look the same. It might have a couple feathers, but it's not actually chicken soup. So you just got to take all those little moments you have in your life and gather them all together, maybe wrap them up in a big red bow, and realize how grateful you are to just wake up in the morning. How grateful you will be to wake up Christmas morning to spend it with your mother or your father or just your own children. Maybe you don't have your parents over this year, or you're going to their house for Christmas. Maybe walk in the door, give your mom a big hug. I know my mom's coming out from BC for our Christmas, so she lives in BC and we live in Alberta. And she doesn't get to see my daughter as much as she'd probably like to, so we're going to take the advantage this year and just hug each other as much as possible. Be thankful for every situation. Be grateful for the toothpaste that your parents bought you to make sure that you had clean teeth to go to school with so you weren't the smelly kid in class. Or the clean clothes, or even if your parents bought all your clothes at a secondhand store, they went out of their way to spend their hard-earned money in the industry in the times of their day and age where there wasn't such things as the internet to leverage. And they made sure that you went to school. They made sure that you got a good education, whether the education system's corrupt or not. So in this time of the year, the holidays, take those moments and cherish them, because you never know. Next year might not be the same. Next year you might not have your parents around, or some people might not have their parents around right now, and they can look back on the times when they did have their parents here. Because if you can take advantage of every last moment you have in this holiday, you will be that much better for it. And every single person that you can love and hold, do so, because it could be your last, or it could be many more to come, but you want to enjoy every last one of them as they come. Hey Cindy, glad you could join. I'm not sure if Zephyr's still here. A lot of people come and they join the conversation, but they never say anything. I don't know if they're shy to say it. I know Zephyr's not really a shy guy, but I don't know, maybe it's a little bit harder to just say hi than I take for granted, I guess. I want everybody to take the biggest message from my talk today is the holidays are some of the best times that you could ever have. Some people might have had bad times in these times of year, but in reality, if you look back far enough, these times of year are definitely the best time of year. And honestly, I don't care if I say definitely, because I hear a lot of people saying it, and we have to take those moments with every word, every sound, every Christmas song, every cold bit of weather, and bundle it all up in that big red bow. Enjoy every last moment of it. Very grateful for everybody who's joined today, and whoever grabs the replay. I've got my link up above if you want to take the chance. If you do take the chance, please just let me know. Hi Daniel. Hey Zephyr. Thanks for saying hi, brother. I'm glad that you joined me today. I really miss you, buddy. You, like I said, you are a pretty influential person in my life. And I think about you from time to time. Sometimes more than I'd like to think about you, but you're there always in the back of my head. I hope that you enjoy all this time with your family around this beautiful time of year, Christmas holidays. I don't know what you're doing right now for work, but hopefully everything is copacetic. Hopefully everything is awesome for you, brother. I really hope the best for you. I hope the best for everybody, actually. I am truly the kind of person who does wish the best for every single person on this planet. I miss you too. I've heard it, but hey. yeah. It's you didn't get a chance to spend most of your time in the southern part of Alberta. Fort McMurray is not necessarily the best place to make your assumptions of Alberta. I'm sure that maybe in the past you have spent some time in the south. Everybody always asked me when I first moved to Alberta, why the hell did you move here from Vancouver Island? And I used to tell them, you know, Matt, man, how beautiful BC is. There's no work, and this is the promised land. I was always brought up thinking that you got to get a good paying job to meet your wife and everything else. We have snow down here. Sunshine Coast. It's beautiful. Yes, they've got snow in Lake Cowichan where my mom lives, which is crazy. Right on the island. Even in Victoria and in BC, if you don't know, growing up in BC, if you got this much snow, they took the buses off the school line and stopped school for the day, which is crazy for Albertans because they go to school in like minus 50 and they just keep everybody inside during the day. But yeah, awesome, buddy. I'm glad you joined today. So where was I? I'm truly the kind of person who always wishes the best for everybody. I hope that each and every person that I touch in my life is better for it, because if that's the one thing that I go out with knowing, I'll be happier than a pig in shit. Take this time of year, the holidays, to just be grateful for your indoor electricity, your indoor plumbing for that fact. Our parents didn't have that maybe when they were growing up. Our parents' sure as hell didn't have that. So this guy, one of my mentors, Balaj, said today, even in your worst day, Chelsea, I'm super glad you joined. So Balaj, this guy said today, he's one of my mentors, he said, even in your worst day is what more than 90% of this planet wishes for. They wish for even a quarter of what your worst day is, because their worst day is 50 times worse than our worst day. We're lucky that we have buses, we have transit, we have cabs, we have financing, we have everything that most of the world wishes for. So even in your worst day, take into consideration how great your life really is. Take into consideration that when you go for Christmas to your family's house and you have a turkey on the table and you have stuffing and you have all the fixings and everybody holds hands and says their prayer or whatever, even if you don't say a prayer first thing in the morning or at dinner time, every single person besides us wishes they could have even a quarter of that. So don't take for granted everything that you do have in life, and just enjoy every last moment you have. This holidays, 2016, like I said, is almost done. 2017 will be done right before you know it. It'll be crazy how fast 2017 goes by. Every year goes by a little bit quicker. By the way, Chelsea, your son, Adrian, my nephew, what a cutie pants. Holy, he's growing fast. So, if you can't tell, I'm starting to shiver. I've got my heat off in here so you guys can hear me a little bit better. My office sometimes gets a little bit cold. Put it down. Down to my feet, so my feet start to warm up first. So, Chelsea's my sister-in-law, my wife's sister, and her son is so cute. He's like the cutest ginger I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I can't wait to see him again and give him the biggest hugs. I wish that I could be there back east in Ottawa this year for Christmas, but soon enough we'll be there and we'll get to see each other, give each other all big hugs and kisses. I love you guys like crazy. If you can spread that message for me, Chelsea, today, that I'm very grateful for your parents, for Patty and for your mom. Your mom always welcomed me into the family with open arms, and I really appreciate and cherish that. Everybody that you go through in your life, Zephyr, Chelsea, Cindy, everybody, grab them as tight as you can, hold them as long as you can, and just thank them for just being them and being a part of your life. That's my basic message for today, is the holidays. I want everybody to love everybody. Be grateful for the moments that you have in your life. Be grateful for all of the opportunities that you're presented in your life. And when you run down the stairs in the morning, first thing, whether it be your children that run down first or you, make sure that you're wearing pajamas if all the windows are open. And don't take for granted what you have. Because if there's even one present under the tree, and even if it isn't for you, it's more than great. It's the greatest thing that you'll ever experience. So I want to send out all my love to everybody who catches the replay, everybody who doesn't even get to watch this, and all of you guys that stood it out and watched this with me today. I'm very grateful for every last moment that I got to spend with you guys, and hopefully I get to spend a lot more with you guys. Much love to everybody. Peace to every last person on the planet. I hope I get the chance to help as many people as I possibly can. I put all my good vibes out to each and every last one of you. And again, I can't express how much I love you all. Love you, and have yourselves a very, very, very Merry Christmas. And till then, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay? Check you later.